Let's get out to questions from Fansville, and I want to answer what you guys have for me. So let's head out to the X space, if you want to call it that. Of course, I'm 41. I still kind of call it Twitter. But let's get out to these questions from Fansville here. And we start with elite college football talk. I'll be the judge of that. Do you believe Alabama's dynasty died the moment? Which moment, I guess? Alabama lost to 2019 LSU or 2021 Georgia? Okay. Number one, not elite college football talk because the dynasty is not necessarily over. They still have the number one talented roster in all of college football. They're a quarterback away from probably beating Texas, who did have a quarterback. That's one offseason and the transfer portal away from being right back at the top of college football. So any notion or talk about Alabama being done is fool's gold. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I've made that mistake before in my life. Do not touch it. Nick Saban is still elite. He might not have the best coaching staff that he's ever had in his tenure, but trust me when I tell you, they are a quarterback away from being an elite team again in college football. All right, let's go back and see what we got. What have Georgia or Michigan done to warrant the top two rankings this season? Well, doesn't it have to be kind of a combination of what we think they are and what they've earned? Because if it's just about what they've earned, then it's like Texas and LSU are 1 and 2, and then like who's number 3? Nobody. I don't. Colorado, right? Like Utah. By the way, Colorado and Utah are the only two teams in the country that have played two Power 5 teams so far this year and are 2-0. So it's like, are they 3 and 4? Obviously not. So doesn't it have to be some combination of the two? My question would be like, who are you picking to beat Georgia this week? Anybody. Can Texas beat Georgia? I don't know. Can anyone beat Michigan? That's a really talented roster. Doesn't it have to be a combination? Can't just be about what you've earned in particular in the first 2 weeks of the season. All right, next question. Let's go with Kyle McCord. Hey, Joel, could you evaluate Kyle McCord? Did he show enough to win the starting job for Ohio State? Well, it's interesting, Clark, because yes, apparently he did do enough, and he has been named the starter for Ryan Day and Ohio State. Now, I think this is important on multiple different fronts, but let me just hit a couple. Number one is reps. See, I think college football, and in particular quarterback, is about reps. When you get the reps, you can develop. McCord needs development. He needs the reps, both in practice and a game. He won't have to split series now with Devin Brown. And then the other aspect of this is what Ryan Day touched on when he named him the starter and he spoke to the media, which is confidence. Now he won't have to look over his shoulder. He won't have to wonder if a singular mistake is going to get him pulled from the game. It's his team. He can form a leadership role, and he will have the confidence to do so. Reps and confidence, and I actually think that Kyle McCord will start to develop and play a little bit better. Now, has it been great up to this point? No. Does he have room to grow? Absolutely. And I think Ohio State and Kyle McCord will. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.